the hypocrisy that I keep seeing is it's the three talking points. He insecure, he don't got no money, and they not married. But like he said, if you switch that around, because he a what 6 foot something, light skinned dude, good hair, you know, he can pull. So if he was to go to a club and he had women around him that she knew was checking him out, and he was being a little too friendly, I guarantee you, she would say something subliminally on social media.
No, I think you're missing the point of what he's saying. What he's saying is just a week ago, when we seen JT get mad at him for just talking and having a conversation with somebody else, there was no, oh, he should be able to do what he wants because they're not married. It was that's your woman, and they was like, I would feel the same way if my man was sitting there doing that, even though they weren't married. But now today, when we have somebody else who vocalized how he was disappointed in his girlfriend and the mother of his child and doing something, that very shade room, all those blogs where they came right behind it and said, well, they not married, they not this, they not that. So you know,
wait. There's a difference in this thing that you're missing, though.
There is no.
I'm gonna point it out. Let me point out the difference. The difference in this situation is he came out and said this is wrong and this is what was wrong. They came out and said from JT's camp, they came out and said it was not that. That was just a rumor. It was actually some random guy was in her seat and he wasn't trying to get him out of her seat. And that was the problem. It wasn't about him talking to another girl. So they were making it wait. They were making it some petty, this is just a rumor thing versus him coming out of his mouth and saying, this is the problem specifically. So people can jump on it because that's the problem. Them speculating against what the JT's camp and Uzi Vert didn't say that it was because of what's her name. Nobody's saying that. So we can't really validate that. That's just a rumor. He's saying for sure this is
fantasy.
That's why he's getting
that's called PR work.
Wait. Let's grant our argument. I grant your argument, and it was over him not saying something to the other dude. And you want to know what the similar response will still be? Well, they not married. So why should he sit up there and try to kick another man out that chair over her? You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, from the men. Y'all could have made that argument.
No, what I'm saying is that they would make the argument, oh, that's his girl. He should have done that. He should have got that dude out of her seat because that's his girlfriend. My whole point is that what we do as a society is that we try to pick and choose when we want to make relationships serious and when we want to make them not serious. When we want to make marriage the catch-all for being responsible in relationships, and when we don't. And we're noticing that we see it in real time from 1 week to the next. Everybody, and like I said, the reason why I use Shade Room is because that's where you see most of these people who tend to have the same followers, and you can read through the comments and see the difference in the behavior of what they say on one post versus what they are all basically in mass are saying on another one. So that's the whole point. That's why I said you've never caught me saying, "Hey, look, he's not married, so therefore." He should be able to get away with these type of behavior. I've always felt like relationships are just as serious and just like marriages are serious. Now I would say that I want people to get married more so than
why
in relationships because it's a we ain't gonna get into that. My point is, goddamn,
yeah.
Well, it's still practice. No, oh my bad. Go ahead.
No, I said I wanted to
practice
Mojo and Juan Solo. You know?
What's going on?
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, man. I've been fascinated by this topic all day because the hypocrisy that I keep seeing is it's the three talking points. He insecure, he don't got no money, and they not married. But like he said, if you switch that around, because he a 6 foot something, light skinned dude, good hair. You know, he can pull. So if he was to go to a club and he had women around him that she knew was checking him out, and he was being a little too friendly, I guarantee you she would say something subliminally on social media. Because that's what people do. So when I hear people, and I find it funny because the only ones that seem to be supporting her disrespect are the ones who ain't doing nothing and the ones who play for another team. So all of the straight men look at it as it's disrespect, and all of the women who don't want to have no discipline and no morals and no values look at it as controlling. I'm gonna need all those women who don't understand what the word control is to actually understand what that means. You know what control is? Control would be that you say you don't want your man to go do something and he actually don't go do it. That's controlling. Him having a suggestion about a dress that she put on and she still decides to wear it is not controlling. It's him. He's basically letting her know I'm not cool with that. And he didn't even say it in a mean way. He said that dress though, but you're a mom. I guarantee you go back and look through all her tweets and all of her messages online, you will find something that she said about that man way worse than that, on a situation way less than this.
Where? Show us.
Go through her tweets, go through her messages, go through whatever she posts. Anytime that person has an issue with their relationship, they don't go talk to the person first. They go to social media.
But she doesn't, and that's the problem.
How do
she
you
literally
know?
Came
Do
out
you know her?
Because she literally came out. But the point is, she literally came out and had a discussion about how adamant she is about keeping these things.
It's like how women say they have discussions, and then they turn around and do the same thing. They'll say they'll do one thing.
Substantiated your claim, and I'm trying to substantiate mine.
Okay, well, let me finish, because you're basically saying that she said on a podcast that she would keep it in house. People say a lot of things on podcasts that they don't do. Go back and look at the work. Go back and look at her actions. It's online.
That's why the internet is in an outrage, because it's Kiki Palmer. Wait. If it was Cardi B, nobody would even really be doing all of this. Everyone is saying something against him.
People were outraged. People were outraged.
I'm on the Kiki Palmer side, and I wasn't on the Cardi B side. So, like I'm saying, she has a larger group supporting her doing this than Cardi B.
What is the larger?
Not to mention, I mean, Cardi B has done a lot.
More
egregious
this
things.
This is the biggest public collective dragon they have seen, and that's what you keep seeing. That's why you keep seeing it everywhere, because this is the most collective people have been and telling this man it was men too, while you're saying it's only women.
No, it was zesty men.
No, it's men that said they wanted to be with her, not zesty men.
You can't get a woman like Kiki talking about that it was cool with it. Any man that has balls was not on it.
It was a man who had balls, that had a check mark, that said he was interested in being with her. I only know this highlighted tweet because it was in a series of tweets. I've been watching this whole story like you were. So I'm seeing these highlighted tweets, and these are verified people that are straight saying they would like to be in his situation, and he's fumbling the bag, acting like overly
with a bunch of
acting
dudes
like
with
an
check mark
overly
says.
acting like
those are simps though. Fantasy.
Here's the problem. You know what you're doing.
Those are
What you're doing is,
so now there's more people that agree with her, right?
You're trying to equate the money and the check as actual masculinity. That's different, right? Status and money are a great part of what makes you desirable to women, but it doesn't make the man. It's the character of the man. And any man with real character, real morals, is never going to put up any nonsense like that. That's just how it go. You're not.
I understand what you're saying, but he said that they were zesty. I was combating the
yes, they were. The main ones who was talking crap about that dude, because you just missed the whole point that I just said. The ones that was talking crap about that dude and belittling him because he had a problem with what she were zesty. The ones who were trying to say, I'll be with Kiki, those are simps. But anybody else, including women, were saying that she was in the wrong for how she handled that. You can't come out.
Women were saying that she was in the right.
Let me finish. You can't come out here and say, oh, he embarrassed you publicly while you're publicly embarrassing that man. Who's seen his tweet more?
Embarrassing him.
Who seen what more? Did they see his tweet more, or did they see her ass more?
I'm positive that they saw both because of his tweet.
I'm positive they see her first.
That whole situation is viral because of his tweet. I'm positive of that.
No, it's not. It's viral. It's viral because people want to take it upon themselves to try to get in the middle of a person's relationship because he had an issue with what she had on. The same people took it upon himself to put the world in his business. The same people.
Hold on real quick. Listen, Fantasy, let me ask you a question. Do you approve of her behavior? Get all the tweets and all that stuff. Do you approve of her behavior?
I already told you, if I were Kiki, I would have been Kiki. I would have been Kiki.
That's
I would have
not
been
answering my
if
question.
Usher. Yes, I approve of her. Yes, I approve of her behavior. I do. I think there are certain once in a lifetime moments, like me going to see Beyonce. I know I am going to be. Look, I know I'm going to be dressed. I know I'm going to be dressed. I'm not going to wear that, but that's because look at her ass. Like
that's her
if
behavior.
my ass looked
though.
like that, I would wear that. But anyway, I'm going to be dressed how I don't normally dress. I'm going to fan out when I finally see Beyonce. And you know what my fiance is not going to say? And I'm bisexual. You know what my fiance is not going to say? Oh my God, you embarrassed me because I know that you're bisexual and you got to see Beyonce and you were acting like you saw Beyonce. This is Usher,
so let me ask you a question.
Are you serious?
What if he said?
That's how I know that you're being disingenuous because they've been around each other before. They've been in Atlanta around each other before. It ain't like they don't know who each other are, bro. You trying to use a cap? You trying to use a cap argument saying that she was being a fan? That don't got nothing to do with her being a fan because she could have wore a regular ass dress and still been a fan.